Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now. ArpCast number 61, Wednesday, March 7, 2018. In the infinite space in my mind, dreams die and realities awaken. That's right, it's a poetic pace setter to start the show. Poetic pace setter. Wasn't a lot, I know that, and that's okay. But I wanted to offer that up for you here. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Blogger, and iTunes. If you like what you hear, and only if you like what you hear, or you find it strange or uncomfortable, spread the gospel of ARP. That's all I ask. Put your hands together and spread the gospel. You know, every Wednesday is Blue Shirt Wednesday. So I started doing this. Look, I've got a pattern. White, white, blue, white, stripe, or dot. So Monday is white, Tuesday is white, Wednesday is blue, white, Thursday, stripe, or dot on Friday. So Blue Shirt Wednesday was today, because today's a Wednesday. Tomorrow's Bow Tie Thursday. Just going to put that out there. So I've added something to the mix. A colleague asked that, because I had mentioned one of my favorite business books in a meeting the other day, and a book called Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan Kim and Renee Mabonnier, and a couple of folks that are professors at INSEAD, INSEAD in France. And they wrote a book, I don't know, 15 years ago called Blue Ocean Strategy. So I'm gonna recast today as Blue Ocean Wednesday. And you'll find out by the end of the program here why it must be so. That's right, why it must be so. So the business book side of this is like, you know, it's don't compete with your rivals, make them irrelevant. That was the author's premise. And I'll read something from their website. Make them irrelevant. Companies have long engaged in head-to-head competition in search of sustained, profitable growth. They have fought for competitive advantage, battled over market share, and struggled for differentiation. And they go on to say this has all been done in sort of red ocean. So it's just the sharks feeding on the same meat, same bloody waters, just the same stuff over and over and over again. Nothing different, nothing differentiated, nothing really to write home about. So get out in the blue ocean, this pristine, crisp, clear, uncontested, unadulterated. I don't know if that's a word. Is that a word, Bob? I don't know. Water. Clear. I mean, you can feel it. There's just no muck and there's no gook, and it's just pristine. You can see the bottom. So they go about this keeping 6 principles in mind. And so I'm not going to talk about business. That's not what this program is about. But kind of in our own personal lives, as we think about Blue Ocean and where we should be and how we should approach our lives, I think this has a great deal of resiliency in the thought process. So here goes. 6 principles offered up by our 2 authors of Blue Ocean Strategy, slightly translated for the personal view. Reconstruct market boundaries. So that's one of their principles. So reconstruct boundaries. We'll take the business part out of these principles. Take your boundaries down. Think beyond what you see as limitation. Imagine the depth and the vastness of what your mind could be, could think of, could imagine, could ascertain. Take those boundaries out. Focus on the big picture. So, favorite movie of mine, one of my favorites, Creator, Peter O'Toole, Muriel Hemingway, I think. A couple of other folks, I can't recall right now. Vincent Spano. And David Ogden Stiers, who just passed away, unfortunately. Dr. Kuhlenbeck. So anyway, focus on the big picture. That's right. Don't get caught and don't muddle and get caught in the muck of all the little things. The big picture. What's the theme to draw from your life? To reach beyond existing demand. So reach beyond what you think your capacity is from a personal perspective. And I think this is an enduring concept and an enduring principle, right? We don't want to be stagnant. Stagnant water, as I learn in my Vedic studies, it gets polluted water, right? It just stands there and things grow and it's just nasty. No, we don't want that. To get the sequence right, to plan, to think about, I'm going to go from step A, step B. If I need to come back, why am I coming back? What contingencies do I have in place? Think through these things. Write them down. Say them over and over again. Again and again. Overcome hurdles. Be it with family, with friends, with your work life, whatever it might be. Overcome those hurdles. Have those strong conversations. Firm but respectful. But let's have those conversations. What do we need to overcome here to get through this, to break through to blue ocean? Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's something I'm working on my own. What do I need to do? What do I need to accomplish here? And then finally, as far as blue ocean strategy is concerned, and I love this one, because oftentimes, as we get into strategy and we think we big thoughts and we're going to do all these cool things, but we don't work in how we're going to do those things. And I am a project manager by vocation. And so building execution into strategy. I see the grand vision. You've got me hooked. If I'm your friend or I'm your significant other or I'm your child or whatever it is, I'm hooked. But how are we going to get there? What are the costs? What's the time frame? What am I going to have to sacrifice to get from A to B? Assuming that I know what A is. And I know or have a sense anyway of what B is. So this is Blue Ocean Wednesday. So I want you to take some time every Wednesday, the middle of the week, and think about that crisp, clean, clear blue ocean. Not like vacation and you're out on the... I get that, and you do that, and you got the great pictures up on your screen and the like. But how can you get to blue ocean? How can we get to blue ocean? So that's been the Wednesday program, and I'm excited about it, and I'm going to see you back on Friday. Well, kids, you know who this is. It's ARP, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write. This has been the ArpCast. I'm out.